thing I don't understand is everybody talks about Dallas and how much they stink defensively. Like, why did they make that trade at the beginning of the season then?
Well, it's a good question. Why not pay Parsons? And I guess they went out and got Quinnen Williams today. They picked up a linebacker. Let's bring in a guy who can give us those answers. Here he is, longtime NFLer, Super Bowl champ, ESPN NFL analyst, Jeff Saturday. Jeff, give us your take on the Dallas Cowboys, considering the news we heard today, who they acquired today, and the way they played last night.
Yeah, I think they got two good players. Wilson, he's a good player out of Cincy who'd been replaced by the rookie, and so his reps were getting diminished. So I think he'll fit well in that system with Eberflus, and I think Quinnen Williams, anywhere you put him, I mean, he's an absolute train wrecker when it comes to the run game, pushing the pocket, and so he and Kenny Clark. And then Wilson there in the middle when they get Overshown back. I mean that'll be a pretty imposing internal four. And I think if you look back even last year, even with Micah Parsons, they struggled with the run, and part of it was because they were just so weak and vulnerable in through the middle of that defense. So I think they've added up and done well. The truth is with the Micah Parsons, man, it's just hurt feelings. Like Jerry Jones, they thought they had a deal. Micah, however, Micah hadn't really spoken on it, but Jerry said they had some agreement that then he went back to his agent, blah, blah, blah. It's like a soap opera. And for whatever reason, he let one of the best pass rushers in the game go. And so, however we want to cut it down, I think that it's hard to let really good players walk out of your building, but, pride separated him from Jimmy Johnson, and it looks like probably from Micah as well, but they're doing their best to revamp and try to get guys in there and kind of save face a little bit. I don't know that it's going to make that much marketed difference this season, but there's always a possibility. Like Philly could go into a slide, or somebody could go into a slide, and all of a sudden you're back in it. But I think that boils down the two things of how we got here and the Micah Parsons bit of it as well.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand these moves. I get the players. I get Quinnen Williams in particular, but they're 3-5-1. And
right.
I don't understand Jerry Jones, and I haven't for 20 years. This isn't something new, Jeff. I just don't get it, man. Like, they play the way they played last night. They got beat up and they turned the ball over, and there's just no execution. I don't see how are they buyers? That's what I don't understand.
I think honestly, I think Jerry's getting old, man, and he knows it. And when you have an offense and you have a Dak Prescott that's as good as he is, we ain't promised any days. And as we get older, it feels like those days shrink up. And so I think he realizes if I got any shot, I might as well try to go all in. And why he didn't think like that in August of getting the deal done with Micah, other than, like I said, hurt feelings and ego at that point. It is what it is. But they Quinnen Williams will be he is a marked difference maker. Like, there's no doubt. Wilson, in and of itself, that trade I think is just kind of but he's a good player. Like, I think they're trying to get as many good ones as they can in that defense to help Eberflus, because the truth is, I mean, as much beating as he's taken as a coordinator, man, they got, they struggle for players. And so going to get two good ones to at least help until Overshown gets back full time. And they can rush the passer, but the truth is you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they haven't been able to do that. And then offensively, they stunk it up last night, and they know that. You can't turn the ball over. You can't be sloppy, and they were all of the above. There's just no margin for error for this team. But Jerry's gonna. This is what Jerry does. And he said it on the Stephen A. Smith show yesterday, right? When they're going to become irrelevant, I'm going to stir the bleep up, right? And so he's stirring it up, and that's he wants to keep the Cowboys in our conversations and selling the star. But ultimately. Yeah, I think there are better teams, even with the additions in the NFC, that they're going to have a hard time competing with.